Okay. Just go over some quick sound checks real quick. Sound check, sound check, sound check. Once again, sound check, sound check, sound check. There. Okay, so the streaming software says I'm live, and with that, hello and welcome to our weekly Build and Battle live stream. For this episode, we'll be featuring Koraidon, and we are gonna get right into what you all came here for. So, this is our running spreadsheet. In our, as a recap, just in the last couple of weeks, we did Terapagos, then Calyrex Shadow Rider, and then last week, Miraidon. The poll determined Koraidon to be the winner, so we're doing him for this week. So let's talk about Koraidon real quick. Koraidon. And I also would like to open my Pokemon Showdown. Here. Alright. So Koraidon is it is an ancient form of Cyclizar that is introduced in Generation 9. It has a base stat total of 670, a fighting dragon type, and looking at its stat, you can see that it is built to be a physical sweeper that is fast, and it also has some good physical bulk to its name. So with that being said, we could say that Koraidon is... You could either invest in offense, go all out, or take advantage of its already good offenses and invest in speed. So that's two ways that I could see it going. And also, Koraidon has quite a lot of weaknesses. That's 5 bad type matchups in Ice, Dragon, Fairy, Psychic, and Flying. So we are going to build a team that would cover for all of those. Let us check here. I actually have a team that is already built. Let me just... it's in my phone. Let me just copy and paste it real quick. Hold on. It is in my phone. Just copying it real quick. Give me a chance. Copy. Let me get it from Fiverr. Alright, I have the paste here. Just get it real quick. There you go. Koraidon. Okay, here it is. Got it. I have it built already. I just want to go through it real quick before we get into battling. So here is the team that I have for you guys. I'll go ahead and title it Koraidon Reg Sheet. Let me just drink some water real quick. Okay, so before we go through the team, let's list down the weaknesses that we've noted. So in terms of type matchups, hold on, let me get back to the stream real quick. Okay, so in terms of type matchup, it is Ice, Dragon, Fairy, Psychic, Flying. Take note of that. Ice, Dragon, Fairy, Psychic, Flying. Alright, and being a physical attacker, it would also be weak at, to Intimidate and Burns. And of course, with its ability, it's called Orichalcum Pulse. Let's check it real quick. So it turns the sunlight harsh when a Pokemon enters a battle. The ancient pulse thrumming through the Pokemon also boosts its attack stat in harsh sunlight. Keyword is sunlight. It would also be weak, not really weak, it would be powered down if your opponent would change the weather. So let's research that further. Orichalcum Pulse. Here. I wanted to know how much exactly it boosts the attack stat. Roughly 33%. So let's take a look at a quick calculation, just like what we did with Miraidon, just for comparison. So, 100. Its signature move is called Collision Course. 100. Okay, let's assume that Koraidon assumes a Tera fighting, right? So with Tera fighting as well as stab boosts, this could get doubled. And an Orichalcum Pulse boost would give an additional 1.33. So without any other damage boosters, it is a 266 base power move. But actually, I believe that Orichalcum Pulse, like the move itself, Collision Course, it does more damage if it's super effective. Let me just the damage is increased by roughly 33%. So let's multiply that by another 33%. This is for Collision Course specifically. So if the target is damaged by fighting for super effective damage, it could be as high as 353 base power, 353.78. 353.78. Collision Course strongest. So that is for Koraidon. So we would need to build around these weaknesses, get him partners, and also give him immunity for intimidates and burns. And this is how I've decided to go about it. So for Koraidon, I gave him the Terrifier, as well as the Clear Amulet item, so he is immune to Intimidate and burns. And then for moves, I gave him Collision Course, of course. Collision Course, of course. Breaking Swipe is a Dragon type move. I might change this for later. And then I gave him a Fire type move in terms of in the form of Flame Charge, so that he could take advantage of the sun and his Terra typing, and he could also have a way to increase his speed. So this is like Trailblaze but for fire types. I also decided to include Tornadus in my team, so that we'll have some form of speed control. There. And as for partners who could handle his weaknesses, Ice and Dragon could be dealt with Koraidon himself. Fairy, I've decided to pick Kingambit. It would also handle the psychic weaknesses. I picked Kingambit specifically because Incineroar is very common, and Defiant would be good in that case. I gave Kingambit a defensive Terra type of Fairy, and I gave him the Assault Vest. And the attacks would be Sucker Punch, Kowtow Cleave, Iron Head, and Terra Blast. And for Tornadus, I gave him Tailwind, Taunt, Bleak Wind Storm, and you remember how weather changes could also be a problem for Koraidon. That's why I gave Tornadus the move Sunny Day. I might change this later, but for now, this is what I came up with. So our main trio would be Koraidon, Kingambit, and Tornadus, and that should cover up all of the weaknesses discussed so far. Now, the other half of our team should cover for other weaknesses that are not covered by the original trio. So let's talk about Kingambit. Let's move this real quick. I'll duplicate this tab. Let's put Kingambit here. And I'll put Tornadus here. So Kingambit is weak against fire, ground, and fighting. And Tornadus is weak against electric, ice, and rock. So if we look at it, a ground type in our team would really help a lot. It would cover for fire, electric, and rock. Yeah, that's right. Hey, do you want to battle in Scarlet and Violet? No legendary or mythical Pokemon. Hello, Reggie Drago. I am currently doing a build and battle live stream, specifically for Regulation G, which does involve legendary Pokemon. So, the answer is yes, but an appropriate time to do it would be, I would say, in our BP farming live stream. I could whip up a team for you, but not now. Not right now. We are focused specifically on building a team with legendaries. So if you're able to make it, please come by our BP farming stream, and I will definitely battle you. All right. And by the way, thank you for coming by. I appreciate if you would not. I understand if you would not want to stay, but I appreciate you being here. It's important that you know that. Alright, looking at Kingambit's weaknesses, Tornadus would have the fighting types covered. The fire and ground types would need something. And looking at Tornadus' weaknesses, Kingambit has the ice types covered. So we need something for electric, rock, fighting, and ground. So, if you think about it, water is a good type to cover fire and ground. But if we're running Koraidon, we're essentially a sun team, which would make water type moves weaker normally. But there is a new Pokemon with a new signature move that is a water type move, which gets stronger in the sun. It's called Hydro Steam, and the Pokemon is called Walking Week. Let's take a look at Walking Week. So this is Walking Week. It is an ancient form of Suicune. We are really after the move Hydro Steam. That's why Walking Week is in this team. I gave it the Mystic Water because it's the water type moves that are the most important. I gave it Hydro Steam, Dragon Pulse, Tera Blast, and Protect. Let me go quickly why I gave it Tera Steel and Tera Blast. So Walking Week has good typing. It is only weak to Dragon and Fairy. And the dragon types, it could cover for itself, but the fairy types, it might need some help. It could, of course, be covered by Kingambit, but if it's left to fend for itself, it would need something for the fairy types. So that's why I gave it the Tera Steel. I can see myself changing this to Tera Water, because I could just make Hydro Steam stronger and just spray it on those fairy types like Fluttermane. So that's an option. But I just gave him Tera Steel and Tera Blast, so we'll have something for super effective damage. But down the line, that's what I see of possible changes that I could make. I just didn't go for Tera Water because Rillaboom is rather common. So there. So Walking Week fits perfectly into the team because its weaknesses are covered, but we still need something for electric and rock types. And that is where our next Pokemon comes in the form of Sandy Shocks. So Sandy Shocks, let's take a look at it real quick. It's not commonly used, but it does make sense to use in a Koraidon team because it is an ancient Paradox Pokemon. So Sandy Shocks is an electric and ground type. Its ground typing is what we really need. Its ground type moves. It is weak to water, grass, ice, and ground. So Kingambit and Tornadus would cover for these. Water could be covered by itself due to its electric typing, and ground types can be covered by Walking Wake. So you can see why I picked them. They make sense together in this team. And let's check something here real quick. As for my set, Sandy Shocks does have some considerable weaknesses. I believe that's like 4. Yes, 4 weaknesses. So I just gave it a defensive Tera typing that would make it neutral. My first choice was Ghost, however, Incineroar is rather common, so I just gave it the Fairy typing. So for moves, I gave it Earth Power, Thunderbolts, Electro Web, and Protect. There you go. And let me, as it is, we are already good with this. With 5 of our team members, we just want one slot that could synergize well and provide further support, further damage in this case. I went for Flutter Mane because this is a Koraidon team, and we have speed control in Tornadus. I could easily lead with the Flutter Mane Tornadus, and then this is a tried and tested duo. We have Booster Energy for an immediate threat, damage threat. And then we could take out opponents or maybe get them within KO range so that when our other members come into the battle, they could take it out more easily. So that is it for the team. I believe it's time to test. Actually, hold on. So let's talk about EVs real quick. And I just realized this yesterday. So EVs, for those of you who don't know, is like how do I explain it in simple terms? I don't need to get too technical, but if there is an avenue to get technical, it's here. Okay. So EVs are like points that you can add to your Pokemon stat to make them more capable in battle. That's how I could explain it. The absolute rule is that you have 510 EVs per Pokemon as your budget. And most of the people know, most competitive folks know this. But what they might not know, it's like the EV increment system. Let me type that real quick. EV increment system. And this is just something that I have realized recently. So if you would like to add a point to a Pokemon stat, you need to add EVs to it. But it is important to know how much EVs would be required to add specific points if you wish to play in a higher level. You want to make sure that you're allocating your EVs efficiently, being limited as they are. So what am I talking about? Let me create a new team real quick. I'll go ahead and add a Pokemon. Let's say Cinderace, since it's just here. And let's EV train this Cinderace. This is what the stats would look like when you view the summary. And this is for level 50. Let's make it level 50. The official VGC format makes all Pokemon at level 50. It's different with level 100. Let's not go over that. What I'm talking about is specifically for level 50. Rule sets that would make all Pokemon to level 50. So let's EV train this. You notice that, you remember that I said the maximum EVs that you could put in a Pokemon is 510. We could break that down by saying that the maximum EVs per stat, there are 6 stats: HP, attack, defense, special attack, special defense, and speed. The maximum EVs per stat that you can add to a Pokemon is 252. And that would give the Pokemon an additional 30 points to its stat. Let's use this as an example. So remember, this is 136, right? This particular Cinderace has 136 attack, if you would view it in the summary. If you add 252 points, you would get an addition. Hold on, let's just it's rough. The estimate is roughly 30 points. Hold on. I counted it. 136. 36 plus 30, 166. It's now 168. So roughly 30 points. When a stat is maximized in EVs, you could add more or less 30 points to a specific stat. So the simplest way to do EVs is to max out two stats. 252 plus 252 is 504. You would have 6 remaining, and you could put that in your stat of choice. So this is the simplest way to EV a Pokemon. However, the increment system works like this. If, say, for example, you'd want to make this 137, so you need 1 point. If it's your first time bumping up an EV, you only need 4 points. Look, I'll add 4 points, and it becomes 137. Let's test its other. Make it 156, you add 4 points. Make it 96, you add 4 points, so on and so forth. However, for every other increment after that, you would need 8 points. So double. So if you want to make this 138, you would need 8 points. So that 8 plus 4, you'll make it 12. So that's how it works. If I want to make this 97, I also need to make this into 12. We could try 5. It's still 96. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's still 96. But when you add 12, that's when it becomes 97. Alright? And going by this rule, I have prepared this convenient number system. So, for a level 50 Pokemon, if you wish to EV trade it, these are the numbers that would make sense so that we could say that you're EV training your Pokemon efficiently. So 4, of course, if you want to give it an EV bump, you just need 4 points. And then you need increments of 8 to add further points. So 4, 20, 28, 36, 44, 52, so on and so forth until you reach 252. So that's roughly plus 30 EV. Just like what we did with Cinderace here. So why did I go through the trouble of, hey, do you think we can do the Iron Leaves? Are you talking about the raid? The Iron Leaves raid? By the way, Angelica, good morning. Thank you for being here. I currently do not have my Switch plugged in. So I am unable to do so. I am sorry. But I would recommend checking checking other live streams right now because I might be doing it. At the moment, I am doing a build in battle. Okay? I don't have a way of plugging in my Switch right now without interrupting the current stream. I'm sorry for that, but I appreciate you being here. And I understand if you would not want to stay. Alright, thank you for your patience and understanding. Alright, why did I go through the trouble of explaining all of that? I did so because I can see that the EVs on my Koraidon team are not efficient. So I built this a couple of days ago when I still didn't know what I just talked about. So let's do a quick EV check on these 6 real quick. Koraidon is okay. Remember, the simplest EV build you could do is to max out 2 stats. In this case, attack and speed, and then invest the remaining 6 in the stat of your choice. So the ones that you see with 252, 252, 6 are mostly okay. If I'm not maxing it out like this, that's the one that we need to review. Okay, say this Kingambit, for example. I do want it to have maximum offense, so this attack stat is good. However, look at this. HP, special attack, and special defense. Let's take a look at this system that I created real quick, increment system. If we take a look at it here in this portion, we would see that 124 is actually the efficient number, not 128. So I allocated an extra 4 EVs here, which did not make a difference. What am I talking about? As of now, our attack IVs is 191. If we look at this specific Kingambit, in the summary in our Nintendo Switch, we would see 191. But if I make it 124, it's still 191. So you see what I'm saying? Those 4 extra EVs could be an EV bump for another stat, and that's better spent on another stat. So for example, let's invest it into speed. We have an extra 4. So that would make it more efficient. This is what I want for now because Kingambit does have good defense physically. Depending on how the test battles go, I may want to change this. But you know what? This is how I built my Orichalcum during Regulation F, and I noticed that as high as its defense is, even with the stamina ability, it could still get a beating from the Urshifu. So I might wanna revise this right now. So I want to actually spread the EVs against HP, defense, and special defense. I would get an extra special defense boost because of Assault Vest. I would want 84 on all of these. And then I'll add a 4 on the speed. There, that looks good. This is actually how I want to move forward for now. Tornadus is okay. Well, let me just check the YouTube settings. Okay, it's excellent connection. I'm experiencing kind of a lag, but not really. Okay, moving on. So this Tornadus is okay. And then this Walking Wake is okay. But take note, later on we might want to make this actually to Tera Water. And then maybe Flamethrower for Tera Blast, depending on how the test would go. I don't think... Is anybody holding the booster energy? Yes, Fluttermane is. Fluttermane is okay. Sandy Shocks is okay. Alright. I'm gonna keep the EV simple for now. And I'll do this. And then we could just refine as we complete the test battles. Let's just validate real quick. Okay, it's fine. Drink some water. Alright. So it's time to do some test battles. We'll do Regulation G, best of 3. We have a lot of teams now. Let's use Koraidon. Why am I not registered? I have my password saved. Okay, let's do this. Yeah. Alright, we are up against a Zacian team. Good luck, have fun. Yes, you too. Let's take a look at the team. Crescent Sword, Grass, Swords Dance, Behemoth Grade, Sacred Sword, Protect, Ghost, Fake Out, Will-O-Wisp, Knockoff. This is Rapid Strike, Urshifu, Water. Covert Cloak. Okay, Walking Wake is looking really good here because it could function either well in Sun on Rain. I might want to keep I might want to put Walking Wake in the lead actually. Kingambit could also work here because of the Defiant. To scare off the Incineroar. Koraidon could be at the back to weaken the Urshifu. I'll lead with Kingambit, Tornadus. I'll have Koraidon and Walking Wake at the back. Has Raging Bolt and Pelipper. If I change the weather, this Raging Bolt would be boosted. This Raging Bolt has Tera Fairy. I think I'm gonna do a... hold on. I think I'm gonna switch in Walking Wake. And then I'll Kowtow Cleave the Pelipper. I'll Sucker Punch the Pelipper. And then... I'll Hydro Steam. I'll Hydro Steam the Raging Bolt. In case it goes for Terastallization. Okay, cool. I think I wanna... Sucker Punch the Pelipper. And then... bring out Tornadus. Okay. That might not have been a good choice, actually. This doesn't have a fairy type move. I'll Sucker Punch the Pelipper. And I'll Flame Charge the Zacian. I can Kowtow Cleave. And then Breaking Swipe? No, it has Wide Guard. I'll Kowtow Cleave the Amoonguss and Breaking Swipe. Okay. Alright, didn't go for Wide Guard. Raging Bolt. So because of this position, Raging Bolt won't have a boost. Could only go for attack, so I'll do Sucker Punch. But it might actually go Tera Fairy. I'm gonna do Iron Head and then Breaking Swipe. I'm gonna do Tera Blast and Tera Blast and Iron Head. It can protect. I'll do Iron Head and Tera Blast. It can protect itself. You could only Thunderclap one. Alright, so far so good. Let's do Battle 2. I think Walking Wake is a good lead. I'll also lead with Kingambit, Tornadus, and actually, Tornadus and Koraidon could be at the back. Now that I think about it, Sandy Shocks is also good. Hold on. Sandy Shocks. Sandy Shocks is good against 4 of his Pokemon. Actually, 5. Sandy Shocks, Tornadus. Now let's do Walking Wake, Kingambit, Tornadus, Koraidon. It doesn't have a fairy type move. I need to take note of that, so I'm safe if I don't terrestrialize. I'm going... Zacian, however, is Tera Grass. So I'm going... I might want to Dragon Pulse the Pelipper. I'll Dragon Pulse the Pelipper. And I... will Kowtow Cleave the Pelipper. Okay, cool. Gouging Fire, Even Raging Bolt. Justin Martinez. How do I play this game? How do I play Showdown? Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm so focused. I didn't notice you guys. You type PokemonShowdown.com. Hi everyone. Mr. Wooloo. Hello, Love Cat Mew Mew. I'm running out of time. Justin Martinez, Gouging Fire, Even Raging Bolt. What is this? Is this a suggestion? I want to Hydro Steam. And then switch out Koraidon. Oh my god, I think I targeted Urshifu. I meant to target Zacian. Okay, that works too. That works. That works. I'll do Dragon Pulse. No, I'll do Protect and then Taunt the Among Us. Anyone want to BP farm, says Angelica? Please drop the code if you feel like it. Do you think someone can buy a 3DS off a 3DS? I am not sure. Guys, I'm sorry if I'm being if I'm not responsive. Battling requires focus, and I was alone for the first few minutes. I didn't notice you were here. I was so focused. I'll do Hydro Steam and Tailwind. Offensive Amogus, much interesting. I'll do Bleakwind Storm. All I have left is Kingambit. So he needs to read whether I would Tera or not. I am gonna go for Iron Head and Bleakwind Storm. I'm guessing that Amogus is gonna Rage Powder. I'll do Bleakwind Storm and Kowtow Cleave. I'll taunt the Amogus and do an Iron Head. No, do a Kowtow Cleave. Bleakwind Storm. Alright. I'll mix things up. This was not a good positioning. So I did mention about Sandy Shocks. He doesn't bring Incineroar. I noticed that. He's scared of the Kingambit. I'll bring Sandy Shocks. And then I'll bring in Tornadus as well. I'll have Koraidon at the back. And I'll have Walking Wake. I will protect and taunt the Amogus. And it could, it's definitely gonna go for a Tera Grass. Or it might not. I'll do Electro Web. Electro Web might be good. I'll go Tailwind, Electro Web. Or maybe Earth Power, Bleakwind Storm. I'll do Thunderbolt, Tailwind. And I'll do Thunderbolt, Sunny Day. I'll switch in Walking Way. I'll switch in Walking... No, I'll switch in Koraidon. And I'll taunt the Among Us. Alright, we won our first battle. So you know how I'm happy. We actually put some thought in it. At the GG, yes, Delphi G. Yes, opponent GG. As I was saying, you know how in the past streams we wouldn't get a win until the very end. This one we actually got a win at the very first game. So I actually made a decent team. Oh my god. I love the nicknames of the opposing team's Pokemon. Harmful to dog. Is this a dog? I wasn't paying attention to the nickname. I was focused on how to defeat them. I didn't notice. Angelica says, if you wish to BP farm, the code is JDGMT9. That's Juliet Delta Golf Mike Tango 9. Alright, I could take a breather. This is a huge relief because I actually got a win on my first battle. That is huge. If you've been watching this series, you know that it can be a struggle to get a win sometimes in a best of 3 format. So win. How many turns did that take? I only want to analyze game 3 because that's kind of the make it or break it. Okay, 5 turns and we're done. I said this. Helper was Weather Dog, and what was Zacian called? So, turn 5, and we won. I said this before, and I'll say it again, because it's worth repeating. The games that I win tend to have fewer turns. So, I think it's safe to say that in best of 3 formats, you aim to defeat your opponent efficiently. And this is in your best interest because that way you don't reveal as much information every game. Because the more your opponents know about you and your how you play, then the more likely they can predict what you're gonna do. Zacian's name was Cupcake. Oh yeah. Hi Ben. Guys, let me just say this again. This stream is meant for folks who are more into competitive. I would usually see you guys in my BP farming streams, those co-op play. It means a lot that you're here, even though this is something that you might not be actively wanting to watch. I appreciate you all. Thank you for being here. I'll make it up in our BP farming streams. By the way, let's take a quick moment to discuss this before I analyze this battle. Our Dynamax Adventures stream was yesterday. It didn't quite reach the goal that I was hoping for. I'll be for a few seconds. I also talked about this in a post. So we will proceed with Love Cat Mew Mew suggestion of doing it once every 2 weeks. So for Monday, we'll be having another BP farming stream. So there. You look forward to that. So every other week, we'll have 2 BP farming streams. That will be on Monday and Saturday. All right, let us analyze this game. We just need 5 turns. Okay, how's turn 1? So you do this. I do this when I'm training for a tournament that I'm joining, because it does help that you are aware of what you did good, or what could have been done better. So if you encounter yourself if you find yourself in a similar situation, you would respond better. All right. So turn 1. I changed things up because I noticed Sandy Shocks was good against a lot of his Pokemon. We definitely didn't want Amoonguss causing problems with Spore and Rage Powders, so a Taunt was perfect. And we didn't want Zacian taking out Sandy Shocks, because Sandy Shocks is our important Pokemon. Nice, perfect move choices. Perfect move choices. We recognize Sandy Shocks' importance and protected it well. We also took care of Amoonguss. Because all you need for Amoonguss really is Taunt. If Amoonguss hits Taunted, it can't go for its Spore and Rage Powder shenanigans. Maybe that would explain like the surge in offensive Amoonguss lately, because Amoonguss is just useless when it's taunted. That's why you would see moves like Sludge Bomb in current sets, so it's not totally out of commission. And if you would take a look at Amoonguss, this is a good time to to look it up. If you've if you follow Wolf VGC, Wolf Glick, you would know that his last battle, major tournament, Amoonguss made him a champion. So Amoonguss is definitely worth looking into. So Amoonguss is known for its health. It's very healthy, 114 base HP. But what people may not remember is that Amoonguss is actually built as a healthy mixed attacker. So next to HP, its highest stats are attack and special attack. We see Amoonguss mostly for support. It takes advantage of its bulk, but we can build an Amoonguss that could be offensive. So that's just an FYI. People should remember that. Alright, turn 2. Turn 2, they've decided to bring out Pelipper. And remember, I was taking into account, because Zacian is the opponent's strongest Pokemon. Terapagos might be the scary Pokemon in Regulation G. I have a Terapagos team, and it is rather hard to use. But when you have an answer to wide guards, the taunts, if it's well positioned, is what I'm saying. The positioning is what's hard. If it's well positioned, it could definitely do well against a lot of opponents, especially Calyrex Shadow Rider. It's immune to Astral Barrage, so that's a big thing. I'm sorry, but I gotta go. I'm sorry I couldn't stay that long. Ben, I appreciate you dropping by at all, because this might not be the content that you would usually consume. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Okay, as I was saying, in this turn I was contemplating whether what to do. I was trying to prepare for what the opponent might do. I picked Earth Power in case Zacian doesn't Tera. And I picked Bleak Wind Storm in case Zacian Teras. And it paid off. Alright. So another thing that's worth noting is that Behemoth's Blade wouldn't have a super effective damage. That's why he went for Sacred Sword. And also, just for the folks watching, it is a huge help that I kept looking into the team sheets here. It was very noteworthy that Zacian did not have a Fairy type move. Good job anticipating the opponent's move. The read was spot on. And well done. And also good job working with team sheet information and taking advantage of Zacian not having a fairy type move. I feel like Zacian isn't being used to its full capability if it doesn't have a fairy type move. I know Play Rough is kind of less than ideal because of its accuracy, but Fairy is a good typing, one of the best types in competitive. And if you're just gonna disregard that, you're losing out. You're missing out. We kind of need, I think we need a weak fairy type move that's physical. Maybe a base 50 something. Something for the physical fairies for Grimmsnark. I mean, we have Spirit Break. Maybe Zacian could get Spirit Break. Turn 3. The opponent thought I was going for Bleakwind Storm. I noted that Pelipper has Wide Guard. I went for Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt and Tailwind. Good blue choices. The aggressive read for my opponent would have been to attack. But the Tailwind threat scared him enough. Taunt the Amoonguss. That was a perfect pivot. Perfect pivot plus move choices. Weather was changed and weather was changed. Urshifu was we. Hold on. Koraidon switch. Hold on. There was a lot that happened during that turn. Amoonguss was taunted. Urshifu was weakened. And Koraidon got a free switch. And we win. We win by forfeit. We win by forfeit. Alright. I don't have our play. I don't have like I didn't notice anything bad specifically in our play. Our reads were spot on. Let's practice consistency. Justin says, Sacred Sword could be useful for Zacian against Orichalcum. Oh, I understand. But you have to agree, a fairy type move on Zacian would have made it much difficult for my team. Especially since my my restricted is Koraidon. Right? you just can't count that out. And Orichalcum, I've seen a couple, but I don't encounter it that much. And you might want to use Slanderous Incarnate for Orichalcum, something like that. I forgot to mention on the last stream when Sword and Shield was still new. I was looking around the GameStop. I wanted to get the strategy guide and the manager gave it to me for free. Oh my god! Doesn't those things sell for a high price? Very lucky. Who is your favorite female protagonist in the Pokemon games? I want to say Chris and Hilda. It's Misty and Dawn. By the way, Justin, I think you may or may not have followed me on Instagram. Thank you for that. Let's do another battle. Oh, and for our folks here who are interested in competitive, I will update our spreadsheet and give you guys access. So you'll have information on the other weeks that we did as well. So I have data on Terapagos, Calyrex. I almost read this as Calyrex Senior. Calyrex, Shadow Rider, Miraidon, and for this week. Alright, that's one battle under our belt. Let's have another one. I should be focused. As much as I want to talk to you guys, I should be focused. Leftovers Regenerator, Grass Sacred Fire, Tailwind, Dual Wing Beat, Rocky Helmet, Steel, Rage Powder. This is a Water Urshifu. Okay, I have to be careful with who I pick because I could power up Ho-Oh and Incineroar. I think a good lead is Walking Wake. I want Kingambit, perhaps. Maybe I could save Walking Wake for later. No, Walking Wake, Tornadus. I want to scare the Incineroar away. Kingambit, Walking Wake. Walking Wake is kind of important. I might want to keep Walking Wake in the back. I'll keep Kingambit, Tornadus, Walking Wake, and Koraidon. I'll Tera Fairy and Kowtow Cleave. What does Ho-Oh have? I'll do Taunt. I don't want it using Tailwind. Don't burn, please. I'll do Kowtow Cleave and Tailwind. I'll do Sucker Punch on Ho-Oh. It could switch out. I'll do Tera Blast on Incineroar and Bleak Wind Storm. Maybe I should consider Tera Fire on Kingambit. I'll do Hydro Steam. What does Steam we have? A Snarl. I'll do Hydro Steam on Ho-Oh. And no, perhaps I'll Hydro Steam Tinglu. And then Taunt Ho-Oh. Because Ho-Oh would already have high special defense. And Tinglu, I'm not gonna be able to KO Ho-Oh in one go. Yeah, I might want to consider... I might want to go with Tera Water, Walking Wake. Hydro Steam. I'll Hydro Steam... Tinglu... No, I'll Hydro Steam Ho-Oh. And Breaking Swipe. Sand Tomb. Hydro Steam, Flame Charge. I should consider Tera Water, Walking Wake. Tornadus. I'll lead with Walking Wake actually. Something that could go... that could Walking Wake, Tornadus. Koraidon and Fluttermane. Hydro Steam and Sunny Day. I'll do Bleakwind Storm and Hydro Steam. I could Tera Water here if I had it. Oh, I could actually one-hit Ho-Oh. Nice. It doesn't have... oh, it has Trick Room. I'll taunt the Sinistra. I'll do Koraidon. Hydro Steam Incineroar, Tera Fire, Flame Charge. Game 3. I think I wanna lead with that again. Koraidon and Fluttermate. I'll do Hydro Steam. Hydro Steam on Tinglu and Sunny Day on Urshifu. Sunny Day for Urshifu. Ha. Ruination. I'll do Hydro Steam on Urshifu and Tailwind. I'll do Hydro Steam on Ho-Oh. And I'll Bleakwind Storm. Oh, it might protect actually. Nope. Alright, that's another game that we won. This Koraidon team is solid. Angelica says, if anyone wants to BP farm, the code is JDGMT9. Juliet Delta Golf Mike Tango 9. Win. How many turns? Just turn 3? And we won? Okay, this one has even lesser turns. Okay, cancel. I did not expect this to go smoothly. I guess the weaknesses are accounted for. Okay. Okay. Turn 1. Nice move choices. Nice move choices. Bulk on Walking Week is also good. Good move choices again. Nice Urshifu KO. Choices. Nice double kill. A decisive win. Let's have more practice. Let's consider. Let's review suggested team changes. No, Tera water might be better for walking weight instead of steel. And what else? Tera fire on Kingambit. To prevent burns. Alright, let's consider these changes right now. So it's Tera types. Hold on. Let's give it Tera fire. And then Tera water. But what would Kingambit have? What could Kingambit have for its fighting water and ground weaknesses? Fighting fire in the ground. I could take a risk on Guillotine. Might come in handy for when I really need it. I think I'm gonna try Guillotine. It's a solid option. I think I'll take a risk on Guillotine. Who is your favorite dragon type? Mine is Garchomp. It's always on my team and my best friend. I like Garchomp as well. In Series A, when only Paldea Pokemon were allowed, I had Garchomp. But my favorite dragon type at the moment would have to be Orichalcum. I used it in Regulation F and I loved it. I have a video about it actually, Orichalcum 101. I'll take a risk on Guillotine because this might be my this might be a one-way ticket to victory if I find myself in a bind. Angelica is asking if anyone would want to BP farm. If you guys are up for it, let her know so she can send a code. Okay. Our team revision is okay. Let's do another game. Okay, this is a Koraidon team. Choice specs. Full switch, Electro Drift, Dragon Pulse, Dazzling Gleam. Iron Bundle. Ice. Psychic, Psyblade, Leaf Guard. Leaf Blade, Quick Guard, Assault Vest, Terrifier. I can't burn. Not that I have a way of burning it. I think I want Kingambit up front in case he leads with Incineroar. Encore, Covert, Cloak. Kingambit would be good against Iron Leaves and Whimsicott. I could also do Koraidon. I'll do Tornadus, Koraidon at the back, and Fluttermane. I'm gonna do Iron Head. And then I'll Tailwind.
Tatanong na lang ako kung may sila.
Okay, so both Tailwind users got taken out. That is most interesting. I can Tera Fire. And then Tera Fire Kingambit. I could switch Fluttermane in. Hold on. What would I want to do? Terrify. No, I'll Kowtow Cleave Iron Bundle. And, oh my god, I failed to pick a move. I Sucker Punched. Freeze Dry. That is not what I meant to do. um... I'll try Guillotine on Iron Hands and Collision Course on Iron Bundle. I could have Breaking Swipe the Iron Hands, actually. I'll Tera Fairy the Fluttermane. Dazzling Gleam. No, I'll Protect and then Breaking Swipe. No. Protect and Collision Course. The battle between Koraidon and Miraidon. If you fight Iron Bundle, it's the fastest Paradox Pokemon to the Fluttermane. Yes, I need to take out, I need to be able to take out Iron Bundle. It's Iron Bundle's Tera type won't be able to save it. This Miraidon might be faster than us. Miraidon. It has Dazzling Gleam as well. I'll try Tera, Fairy, Moonblast, and Breaking Swipe. If this doesn't work, then I'll have good information for later. I think a good lead would be Koraidon, actually. Alright. The one that could handle Iron Bundle. I think I need Tornadus in the late game. Tornadus and Fluttermane at the back. I'll lead with Kingambit. And Koraidon. Tornadus, Fluttermane at the back. Iron Head, Tera Fire, and Breaking Swipe. Iron Head, Tera Fire, and Flame Charge. Iron Head, Tera Fire, Flame Charge on Miraidon. Oh, Jesus. Sucker Punch on Miraidon. And Tailwind. Alright, this is a good opponent. He read my moves perfectly. I think I want to Guillotine the Miraidon and then Protect. Or maybe Guillotine the Iron Hands and Protect Fluttermane.
Pero wala pa siyang order.
Oh, it's faster than me. Fuck. Alright, I don't have this battle. Okay. Our first loss. We have things to learn, even in this loss. This Miraidon is a Timid Nature. I'm starting to think, do I want to replace Fluttermane's nature? How about Timid Pixie Plate Fluttermane? Yeah, perhaps Timid Pixie Plate Fluttermane is better. Let's try Timid. Instant replay. Read was off. Read was off. Should not have terastallized. This cost us the game actually. And Kowtow Cleave better. Cleave better. Kowtow Cleave on Koraidon better. Terrifier. We should have Terrifier Kowtow Cleave. We lose by speed or by speed. Okay. This one we obviously had some misplays. Delete entire row. Our highlight. Good job persevering through a tough position. We were not able to recover from the bad turn 1. Let's also end the speed wars and losing the speed war. However, move choices, better move and Tera choices could have made a difference. All right, let's try Timid Pixie Plate. That way, we'd have better chances at the speed ties. There. And we could still get the booster energy. We could still get the photosynthesis boost. We just have to use Sunny Day. Or switch Koraidon in. Let's try again. But again, this stream is already more successful than usual because of the number of wins that we've had so far. I think I fought this opponent before. Choice specs, electric, Icy Wind Protect. I want to discourage that Iron Bundle from using Icy Wind. I'll definitely need Tornadus in the late game. I'll bring in Kingambit, Koraidon, Tornadus, and Fluttermane. You know, Sandy Shocks could also be good here. No fairy type move. That's huge. It could do Draco Meteor, so I'm gonna Tera Fire. But then I could experience the exact same issue that I had earlier. I'll do Sucker Punch on Miraidon and Protect. I'll switch in Fluttermane and Kowtow Cleave. I can Sucker Punch the Goldengo and protect Fluttermane. I'll Iron Head the Goldengo and Fluttermane is kind of important. Maybe bring out Tornadus. I'll let Tornadus go down. I'll do I'll do Flame Charge on Goldengo, and I'll Moonblast the Goldengo. No, I will Flame Charge Goldengo and Tera Fire Flame Charge. Rillaboom. Protect. I forgot it had Dazzling Gleam. It wasn't looking. The Tera was spot on. I will do Flame Charge again. And I will Moonblast the Iron Jugulis. It could only do Make It Rain or Nasty, Make It Rain and Dazzling Gleam. And this one could do Dragon Pulse and Dark Pulse. Flame Charge. Right, I don't have this one. Let's do game 2. Let me evaluate. Sandy Shocks is really good here. 1, 2, 3, 4. It would be good against 4 of his Pokemon. I'll need Sandy Shocks. Something for Miraidon. Could be Walking Away. Sandy Shocks, Tornadus. Tornadus, Kingambit. Right. Might want to keep Sandy Shocks in the lead. Tornadus. Kingambit. And Koraidon. Fluttermane. It's Tera Electric. I'll Earth Power. And then Tailwind. Earth Power and Flame Charge. Earth Power and Flame Charge. It's stuck with an electric type move. Oops. I'll protect for now to avoid the fake out. I'll do a double protect. Oh, it doesn't have fake out. Hold on. It does have Grassy Glide. I'll do Terra Fairy and then Thunderbolt. It could switch. Terra Fairy, Electro Web. And then Flame Charge. I'll do Electro Web and Flame Charge on Miraidon. Love Cat Mew Mew. Hi, Ogre Cat. Hello. I didn't recall if they used a Tera yet. There's Electric Terrain and there's Sun. I'm gonna do Thunder. I'm gonna protect Sandy Shocks, and I will Flame Charge Golden Go. I think Ogre Cat is saying she wants to try BP farming. I'll do Thunderbolt and then Moonblast. No. Thunderbolt and Shadow Ball. Okay, that went well. Sandy Shocks, Tornadus, Koraidon, Fluttermane. I'm ready. Okay, oh wow, the energetic Japanese song I've been listening for the past hour turned out to be someone dying. Yay. Oh my god. I will get my switch to BP farm real quick. Alright, it all worked out. Good. I like how that was a battle of past Paradox and future Paradox mons. Yes, it's quite iconic, isn't it? Symbolic. Guys, again, thank you for being here. I really appreciate you all. Tip, don't translate the lyrics, lol. It can protect itself, so I'm going to Earth Power. And I will Tailwind, just like earlier. Okay, Miraidon is out. I will Tera Fairy, Electro Web, and Sunny Day. Oh, I think I should Bleak Wind Storm. Actually, no, Sunny Day. Tera Fairy, Electro Web, Sunny Day. There you go. Sandy Shocks would have a power boost. Protect and Bleak Wind Storm. Nice. Who is Rinzen? Me. Oh, you guys are doing the BP farming. Nice. All right. I'm sorry it took a while, Angelica, but you finally found your crew. All right. Cool. So far, this Koraidon team is solid. We did have to make a couple of revisions, but it is good. How many turns did this take? 4 turns. Oh, this one was a loss. Win. This Kingambit is doing a good job at scaring away the Incineroar leads. Pokemon Scarlet refuses to give me Shiny Varoom or Magikarp. I want the Magikarp as well. Gold. Golden fish. I mean, I always thought I was scammed spending 500 Pokédollars for that Magikarp in just before Mount Moon. But for a golden Magikarp, maybe. Maybe I'd even pay 1,000 for it. Alright, let's take a look at that game again real quick. I ordered a Terapagos plush today. Nice! I really wish you had Insta. I hope someday I could see a picture of it. I have Varoom, Angelica says. I feel like my Terapagos plush is mad at me. 2 of them. Nice! Angelica has 2 Varoom. Yay, now you can stare into it, so... I hope you guys take good pictures as well, that you could have for keepsakes. The leads were good. And the Tera Electric Miraidon, from our team building, from our build and battle last week, we know that it's a Tera Electric Miraidon is tough to pull off, especially with ground types. Perfect move choices. And Miraidon KO. Perfect Tera. And move choices. Nice Iron Bundle KO. Alright, this one is a suboptimal play. Earth Power into Golden Go Better. Because it's Tera Fairy, remember? For the KO. And we win by forfeit. I have faced this trainer before. Our highlight was turn 1 and 2. And the opportunity is turn 3. LOL. Okay, I think we can wrap up this team, actually. Angelica, possibly later. Yeah, I have to go. We're trying to join her later. I ordered a baby one. I also ordered a Sphere poster. I want a Sphere poster. Oh my god, it's a tornado guy that tried to kill me with Bleak Wind Storm twice. We can wrap up this team, definitely. This is solid. We won 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a 75% win rate. Nice. Okay, let us give the Poke Paste. So for those of you who are watching and is interested in competitive, this is what you have all been waiting for. I have finished the team for best of 3, 75% win rate. I will now create the Poke Pastes. We'll go first the OTS, CTS. Origin form Dialga looks like it choked on something. Weren't you the one that said Origin form Dialga looked like it's a swallow the Beldam? I love that. I felt that. Okay, this is actually the close team sheets. Actually, before I finalize this, no, I want to change this Tera Blast. This was an oversight. What's a fire type move? Yeah, flamethrower. Hydrosane, Dragon Pulse, and Flamethrower. For Walking Wake, the water type moves is really what's most important. Alright, now I can upload this. This is the close team sheet. I think. I also want to copy this because sometimes the links would expire. And now we just need to do the open team sheet. My trainer's probably gonna be questioning, no, I decided to have 8 shiny Voltorbs now, lol. And 5 shiny Shanks, and 4 shiny Rellers, I love Reller and Rabsca's shiny form. They're lovely. Oops, that's my alarm. It's indicating that I have to wrap up, and I will. I just have to take care of some stuff for some folks. Hold on. What did I copy? I need this for the open team sheet version. Alright, I believe that's it. I just have to get this updated Excel spreadsheet in the Google Drive. I'll delete this because it's not updated anymore. Move to trash. And then I'll add the one that I just created. Oh, hold on. I'll Explorer. Did I just click Discord? Documents. This one. Yep. Let's just check it real quick. Manage access. Make sure that everyone is The link can view. Yep, that's what that is exactly what I want. And Koraidon's information is here. Nice. All right, we have a Koraidon team. I think what worked in this stream is that all of our weaknesses were accounted for. Like, really, there's not a band-aid solution. Like, we have a hard counter for all weaknesses. We have Kingambit, Walking Wake, and what do we have for flying? Yeah, Sandy Shocks. And we have Defiant, Terrifier for Intimidates and Burns, and we have Prankster Sunny Day for weather changes. Yeah, we have all the tools that we need to enable Koraidon. That's why this team was successful. I'll need to remember this moving forward. Okay. So make sure this is in the right place. It's real quick. I also want to get the Google Drive link. Google Drive. This is the Google Drive. Okay, I'll also post this in the comments. Google Drive. And of course in the pinned comments later once I have decided all the timestamps and such. Okay, update. The spider escaped my grasp and now I don't know where it is. I think it teleported. Are you talking about Joltik? By the way, Ogre Cat, what type of strap bug splashy do you have? Just a terrestrial form one. I think they decided on the small one. Guys, if you have Instagram, I'm begging you, please tag me at PSN channel. I want to see your plushies and heart it. No, it was just a really large spider. All right. I am about to wrap this stream up. Tomorrow, I'll have my Pokemon Yellow live stream. So I'll see you there if you're interested. Thank you so much for dropping by. Even though you may not be interested in the competitive content that I was talking about today, I appreciate you all. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great week. Bye. Love ya.